And hi there, this is your old pal, Uncle Al. It is still February the 19th. Yeah, let's see. This is about aliens, because last video I told you about, and people got upset about Canada. Well, they should be. You backstabbing, let's see, what's my notes? Evil Mark Carvey. Same political party, different bonehead. Okay? Mark Carvey is an evil prime minister, worse than Justin Trudeau. Trudeau is incompetent. Carvey's evil. Now, a lot of people ask me, oh, he's a prime minister of Canada. That's why Canada won't be around. Okay? It'll be either Chinda or it's not Cascadia. There's no such new nation or state. It's Chinda. After the, the Port of Vancouver fiasco, thanks Canada, and 250,000 Chinese prisoners of war, and we lose Lewiston, Idaho, and half of Alaska. People get mad. That's why I tell a lot of my alien friends not to visit this time period, which is 2026, 2027, 2028. A lot of anti-Americans. Go watch The View. All those women there on The View, they're going to prison. A lot of them. And they cry and they said, I was only following orders. Yeah, right. Uncle On's getting old. Now, let's see. Hillbilly Josh asked me about UFOs and flying saucers in Oklahoma. Well, you're pretty close to the 100th meridian. Okay? United States have, let's see, Oklahoma, Texas, New Mexico. I can't remember where the other states were. But they have a lot of drone practice out there. It's mostly drones, helicopters, that thing that's supposed to be Aurora. God, that was a piece of nothing. Just drives me nuts. Okay? I tell a lot of people, everybody I know carries one of these. I like Zippos because it's refillable. It's a little hard to refill these, but they can be refilled. See that? But like I said, I like these because everybody knows to carry one of these. It's a butane lighter. You have to be really careful with these things. Any kind of brand. The other thing I like is you could get this still through Amazon. Okay? And you put in your Bic lighter. It's waterproof. It keeps it dry. Little thing you want to keep in pocket. One in the pocket, one in your get home bag in your fire making kits. Also, now a lot of people don't blow it in the hood. Didn't blow it in the hood. And I'm looking at them. Okay, if I'm in the hood, I'm a dumbass because it has a temperature gauge and a compass. It's in the woods or out in the boonies. Not in the hood. Hoods have street signs and street. Okay? This is for use. If you're going to blow it in the hood, that means we had an earthquake and you're buried under rubble. Alright? This is why I tell my alien friends, don't interact with humans. They're all idiots. Okay? When you see Uncle Al and the alien says, well, you blend in so well, Uncle Al. Yeah, because I ain't stupid. If you want to blend in with the humans, wear a baseball cap, wear a dark t-shirt with some kind of weird printing logo. See this? A lot of people look at me like, oh, it's a little old man dressed very nicely. I don't dress like an idiot or a human. I know what I'm doing. Okay? A lot of people look at me, but Uncle Alan's kind of weird. Yeah, that's why I don't have any money. because people don't understand. Okay? And again, people like, hey, I lived in Florida many times. I know the ins and outs. It's a beautiful state. It has its benefits. Also, it sucks. Why I like California? It's dry and it still sucks. I gotta get rid of the Democrats. You want a big change, vote old Uncle Al for governor of California. Then I'll get rid of Oregon, Baja California, Washington, British Columbia, and connect with Alaska, Korea, Kamchatka, parts of Siberia. Uncle Al's not nice. I'm pissed as hell. Alright? I'm going to cover the Ring of Fire. Why? Because I like California. And I'm putting my foot down. Everything will be perfect. I'm stopping everything at 1968. You're going to like it. Be very pleasant. It's like, The Village and The Prisoner. You'll have a job. Everything's fine. You have something to do. And you're not one of these crazy socialists either. Now, back to aliens. There are 178 or 79 alien beings. I just call my friends. Okay? Around the place. We did put up a fence around the solar system. It's called the solar photonic barrier. Basically, it's a flame wall, like barbed wire, around past Pluto, so you don't get out. And plus, we also put a huge, asteroid belt with several stations. So if you think you're getting out, you're not. We'll just pick you off. You're dangerous, and you're nuts. Okay, the big three, the Alphans, the Norms, and the Metrons. Okay, you don't want to mess with the Metrons. They're big. Okay? Norms look like us. They're Homo superior. We're Homo sapiens or Homo stupid. Or homosexual. Take your pick. Alright? And then we got the Alphans, who used to be Homo superior. Yeah, Homo superior, but they did too many genetic experiments. They used to be humans. About, I think, 2 million? Yeah, about 2 million. They're like cousins. One's more genetic and one's more weird experiments and God knows what. Okay? And then you have the rest of the alien groups, insectoids, the frog people, another thing. About, 5 million years ago, the lizard people are not aliens. Quit saying that, okay? Like, I keep telling people all the time, they're not aliens. They're from the planet Earth. They like to be called Terrans. All right? Now, Howie, food porous permaculture, keeps calling himself, I'm an Earthling. Do you know what Earth means in intergalactic? It means a pile of crap. All right? So quit calling yourself, hi, I'm from the planet of crap. Hi, I'm a crapling. Hi, or shitling, or whatever. It's like, it's really embarrassing. We're from Earth. God. Just say Terra. All right? Terra sounds nice. It doesn't mean I'm from Earth. If you read the old texts and the Bible, Earth means something else. Manure. Okay? Quit doing that. So every time you call yourself an Earthling, it's embarrassing me, the lizard people. Yeah. And we're not talking about those throwbacks in Mount Shasta. Those are the last colony of lizard people who didn't escape. Oh, God. I still have to deal with them and talk to them and explain, what's going on. They're nice people. There's the outer space lizard people and the people at Mount Shasta. I keep telling them, this is your cousins who stayed on Earth. And it's like, whatchamacallit? Well, we consider the damn hillbillies, Uncle Al. The ones at Mount Shasta, the lizard people. I'm like, good God. This is why I got a lot of jokes from my friends in Hollywood asking me all sorts of questions. That's why you have lizard people STDs all over the place. This is why Uncle Al's tired. That's why everybody's so confused. All the purple like, I don't understand. Don't we have a food forest? Food forest? I'm kind of looking at them. And it's like, that's 14th or 7th century thinking. You want to jump around in animal hide, put a bone in your nose, and live in a cave. I swear to God. Okay, the stuff you see in the skies, that's local, planetary vehicles. It's not that expensive. It's fairly easy. We'll probably figure it out next 200 years, hopefully. They're interplanetary. Okay, the big stuff's out in orbit near Jupiter and also out towards Pluto. So the stuff you see here and some the flying triangles and other things, don't care. That's low-grade cruiser, the triangles. That's the norm ships. Okay, sometimes the Alpine has a similar one. Uncle Al's getting tired. Don't believe the pooey. We have traveled many light years. Not in those things. Those are planet hoppers. They're only good up to 4 light years. Then you run out of gas. Okay, let's see other things in the news. Yeah, it's towards end of February. I think Trump's moving position. He's trying to cut off China's oil field. 3 things he has to do against Iran. 1, stop Iran's nuclear program. 2, stop China's oil shipments. There's only 2 ways China gets oil. And it's not from the Belt and Road. They always screw that up. It's through the Straits of Malacca and up to the Chinese seas. Once you cut out all of those ports, sit idle. All right. Let's see what else. Oh, and protect the innocent people who are tired of the radical Islamic regime. They had it. All right, folks. I'll catch you later. You have a nice day. Remember, this weekend is going to get fun. That's why I told you I only have I think 5 weeks left. Yeah, 5 weeks left. Starting Saturday. But get cracking, stockpile, get food and water. Get those 2 magazines I told you about. All right, folks, I'll catch you later. It's 2026 Reality Shock time. And no, there's no aliens. If you want, I'll have aliens come visit you. Like Liberty Garden. Yeah, they don't understand. We're all laughing. Yeah, hit them with the memory ray again. All right, folks. I'll catch you later. God bless. Good luck.